Are you ready to embark on a new adventure? Because in today's video, we're bringing you 15 brand new exploration games of 2023 to get lost in. From treacherous terrain to mysterious caves, these games are sure to satisfy your craving for adventure. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and get ready to join us on an unforgettable journey. Before we dive into video, I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about something important. As a new YouTuber, I'm incredibly grateful for all of your support, and I'm excited to bring you more content that you'll love. But I need your help to make that happen. If you're a fan of gaming updates and you're excited to see what's in store for 2023, please consider subscribing to our channel. By doing so, you'll not only be helping us grow, but you'll also be showing your support for the kind of content you want to see more of. So hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, and let's explore some new worlds together.
What have you done?
Where are you taking me?
You came here yourself, so what are you expecting, huh?
Number 15, The Invincible. You should give The Invincible a shot if you're searching for a space adventure with intense sci-fi elements. This game transports you to the planet Regis 3 and is based on the book by polished futurologist Stanislaw Lem. When an exploratory mission becomes a desperate hunt for missing crew members, you take the role of an astrobiologist called Yasna. You will use atompunk technology to solve the riddle by following to the science. Your decisions along the road will impact how the game plays out later. You can choose whether to create a new ally or enemy when dealing with robots or people, for instance. In this game, exploration is essential. You move through the sandy terrain, tunnels, and surface laboratories while playing in first person. There's a lot of observing because you're looking for your crew on a brand new world. The machines are performing what? What kind of plants do you see? You're not alone though, so be on the lookout.
Is it active?
Dead.
I admire your composure.
Wait, someone's here.
Number 14, Sengoku Dynasty. In Sengoku Dynasty, you take on the role of a dad who must make one of 4 decisions to secure the future he believes is best for himself and his daughter. He might try to be a leader and make his home village into something wonderful. He could work as an artisan and try to establish a business that would support his family indefinitely. He had the strength to defend his village from anyone who tried to harm it. He could also become a monk and seek the blessings of the gods in order to find inner serenity.
So, Dad, please promise me that we will survive.
Number 13, Aftermath. In Aftermath, your circumstances are more crucial than ever. In this psychological horror survival game, ordinary items are transformed into essentials in a post-catastrophe urban location. You take on the role of Charlie, an astronaut who crashes and lands back on Earth. But while she was away, a terrible alien invasion took place, leaving her city, which she once knew in ruins and abandoned. Charlie is being pursued by a mysterious enemy, but she is more concerned with finding her daughter. Like in most Survivor games, you must keep up your health, strength, sanity, and hunger in order to survive. Then you can be very aware of your circumstances as you search for Sammy, the daughter. While exploring this chaotic yet familiar city, make blueprints for useful tools, collect resources, and make the tools you need to live. Number 12, Stray Blade. You take on the role of an unnamed adventurer in Stray Blade, who has successfully located the fabled country of Acria, the Lost Valley, until death. You are revived by your new friend Boji, and discover that you are unable to escape Acria. Your goal is to explore the conflict-torn valley, and work to re-establish balance by learning combat techniques as Boji gathers lore. Boji can revive you if you fall dead during combat. The really cool thing is that you bring about transformation in everything you do. When you return to a location, whether you win or lose, the effects of your prior deeds will produce a change that you must account for. This allows you to discover a setting that is constantly changing.
It shouldn't be that hard to find a way out of here.
Number 11. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. It is a first-person shooter horror survival game that heavily incorporates sci-fi stereotypes and themes. You will enter the post-apocalyptic Chernobyl exclusion zone in this game, which is a place where strange occurrences are very common. Since the game has an open environment, you can look around and find food, weapons, and other supplies for survival. You will have a long list of enemies to defeat in the interim, including other people who are firing back at you. The anomalies, which are invisible bubbles suspended in the air, and which, if you run into one, will shatter you into a million tiny fragments, are much more terrifying.
My men are still lying out there, and I can't even bury them.
One of the most intriguing games on this list has largely maintained its gameplay secrets. A cool cinematic trailer was used to introduce it when it was first revealed in 2020, but since then, only a brief apology video has been made public to explain the delay. Regardless, this space adventure filled with action looks fantastic. In the not-too-distant future, Pragmata is set in a dystopian society on the moon. The game will place a strong emphasis on narrative while incorporating cutting-edge technology. The lunar station resembles New York in many ways, but something terrible has occurred there. As far as the trailer can tell, there are only the two primary characters. It should be fun because there is a glowing cat. Number 9. Hogwarts Legacy. Exploring a huge castle is an exciting experience. What's not to love? That is what we believed. The good news is that you cannot tour any old castle in Hogwarts Legacy. Instead, it allows you to tour the famous Hogwarts from the viewpoint of a brand new student. After creating your student, you can embark on any kind of journey you like throughout the castle and its grounds. You can concentrate on locating magical creatures to ride, or on learning spells. Or you could go engage in combat with other students to demonstrate your magical powers. So go ahead and investigate to your heart's content to find out what's there. It will undoubtedly be amazing.
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
They will test your abilities, both innate and learned.
You've done it! I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle.
No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
Number 8. Lies of P. Are you ready for a Pinocchio story like you've never heard or seen before? In that case, Lies of P will be ready for you. You control a mechanized puppet version of the well-known figure in the game. A note instructing you to locate Mr. Geppetto greets you when you awaken in an unfamiliar city. You'll have to tell everyone you encounter lies as you search for him through a terrifyingly dark city. You'll find a lot to enjoy here, including intense combat and a fresh take on the story you already know and adore. So why don't we play along and see how many lies you can concoct? Number 7. Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Perhaps New York City is the location you want to experience the most. However, only if you can do it smoothly. Play as Spider-Man in this action-packed, open-world PS5 exclusive, playing as Miles Morales or Peter Parker. You can either use the web to explore the big town or go on foot. You will use your superhero abilities and your surroundings to combat crime as you swing between buildings. Use your judgment when battling the bad guys because, like the character we know and love, the setting is an important aspect of the narrative. Speaking of which, Spider-Man aficionados should be thrilled just by the antagonist. In 2023, get ready to face Venom.
Will one of you finally give me what I desire? Yes, we will.
Number 6. Lightyear Frontier. Lightyear Frontier is a game that combines an exploration of an alien planet with a farm simulator. You will land on an alien world as a small, unnamed explorer and be in the process of establishing a home there. The use of a cool mech suit makes harvesting exciting and flashy. It's yet another interesting twist on an agricultural simulation game that the crops are all different. Plant, gather, and defend your crops from the elements and the world's other hungry creatures. The animals are particularly adorable. The time to explore is when the farm is yielding well. Step outside of your little piece of paradise and explore the rest of the world. There will be lots of sightseeing, but the world also has a shrouded past. Investigate the remains of an ancient society to learn what transpired to them. There is much to look forward to because you can farm and explore either by yourself or with a squad of up to 4 other players.
And while you explored, you uncovered a mystery. I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this.
Number 5. Black Myth: Wukong. Black Myth: Wukong is an action RPG developed by Chinese independent studio Game Science. Although little is known about the game's precise storyline, we do know that it is inspired by the Chinese novel Journey to the West, which was published in the 16th century. Additionally, a few gameplay trailers have shown off the type of activity we can expect. You control a humanoid monkey that carries a magical stick made of black iron. You will battle a variety of foes while traversing the country on a quest to learn and become stronger, many of whom are based on old Chinese folklore. You'll also possess some special skills. Our main character can be seen flying around in the gameplay trailer after changing into a golden cicada. That is a method of exploration. This game looks pretty great in part because of other interesting features like your staff expanding to trip an entire army or the ability to freeze your foes. Number 4. The Fold: Ingression. The Fold Ingression appears to be the passionate offspring of Lovecraftian horror and Viking mythology. Amund, a novice Norwegian exterminator, is assigned to a rural church for labor. You wander around the grounds of the ancient and stunning Icarid State Church. As you stumble upon some of the Viking Age secrets the grounds contain, the waking nightmare starts, and while each day offers new discoveries for you to explore, the entire location seems to be changing. While new locations emerge, areas you have already explored will change significantly enough to cast doubt on your judgment. You seem to be gaining an ancient ability as well, but be cautious. Utilizing it might be too much for your mental stability.
Senses may drown.
Number 3. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, there is a game on this list that doesn't yet have a name, but keep an eye out for it. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild sequel has been in development since 2017 and was initially scheduled for publication in 2022. Nintendo has been very secretive about everything, so not much is known about the storyline just yet, but the trailer gives us all the information we really need to be excited. You can soar through the clouds to discover an incredible collection of floating islands and cities in this single-player action-adventure game. In the trailer, we see rocky enemies as well as magical temples and golden landscapes.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Number 2. Arc 2. Explore a planet teeming with invasive prehistoric species while attempting to live in this follow-up to Ark: Survival Evolved. You take on the role of Santiago, played by Vin Diesel, who will stop at nothing to keep his daughter Mika safe. The universe is your oyster, which has been called a survival sandbox game. A million various ways to customize your weapons can be found in parts. After that, you can use your weaponry to defend yourself from the rest of the world's inhabitants. The ability to conceal your look and scent to evade predators is new to Ark 2. Without Parker and melee strikes, an action game is obviously not an action game. The surroundings are also very lovely. Number 1. Starfield. With Starfield, you can create your own space explorer and embark on an adventure beyond our solar system. You get to join Constellation, an organization that explores space, whether you play in first or third person. There are many fascinating things in the settled systems, which are locations for you to investigate up to 50 light years outside of our solar system. Determine whether or not the large alien creatures you meet are allies or enemies. Along the journey, you can also collect resources like minerals. When you come across pirates, the game shifts to a more first-person shooter-like approach. The good news is that you can change weapons in the middle of a fight by using a menu that stops the game. Now, do not forget to subscribe and like to this video, and happy gaming.